Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So this time it's just going to be 3 quick tips for those of you who have a bunch of alts. I'm sure that many of you are in a situation like me where you've got like 9 level 90s that are just sort of sitting around the place. Well, I lie, I've got 6 level 90s, the rest of them are all in various sort of forms of Warlords of Draenor leveling. But yeah, I've actually logged into all those characters post-launch, so I've done 1 or 2 things, and hopefully this stuff should help you. Also, just as a quick aside before I get into the main meat of the video, I know that the channel's had a few of these little quick tips videos, and I know it might come off as lazy or something. Sorry about that, it's just IRL has been a really busy mess recently, so yeah, it's kind of cut away my production time slightly, which is unfortunate, but anyway, hopefully I can get the information out to you at least in some way. So, tip number 1, log into all of your characters no matter what. This will give you rested experience beyond level 90. Yeah, for some reason, rested XP does not begin to tally up until you have actually logged into the character. Now, I think you get 1 bar of XP every 8 hours in terms of restedness, so like in a week that'll give you a level, I think, roughly. Yeah, something like, I think it's a level and a half is what you get if your character is obtaining rested XP for a solid week. So that could be pretty useful to you. Now, if that's going on with 6 characters, then honestly, by the time you've leveled 1 or 2 of those characters a few levels, the other ones should probably start to, have a lot of rested XP. And really, if you think about it, if you have, say, 5 characters, you just wait until they're all at 2 full levels of rested XP, i.e. the maximum amount of rest that you have, and then you just level them up, those 2 levels worth of rested XP, just do that for every single character, then you'll be in a nice little situation where you're always getting rested XP. Though I could imagine that being a complete slog to level through. It's probably what I'm going to do myself, though, once I get a little bit of time, once I get off university for the semester. Anyway, so that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is progress until you can get your Garrison. This is going to take you maybe 30 minutes per character, but it's going to have some serious long-term benefits. So with the Garrison, there's quite a lot of expense in terms of Garrison resources, and you can either get Garrison resources via killing rares, well, mainly just by killing rares, waiting for the Garrison cash, or just doing the quests. Now, one handy thing is that with these alts, well, maybe you're not going to level them all up to 100 instantly, but you still, at some point, would like to use the alt. Well, as long as you progress until the point where the Garrison cash spawns in your level 1 Garrison, then that will just constantly sit around the place and start gaining resources. It gains about 125 per day and it caps out at 500, so if every 4 days you just clean out your Garrison resources on every character, that essentially means that in a month you'll have enough Garrison resources to build really whatever the hell you want. That is, again, extremely useful. And it means that when those characters do get to level 100, you can just get right into the game. You won't have to faff about trying to get Garrison resources. You'll already have a crap ton of them, like just sitting there in a pool. And also, if you really want to level those characters up, well, if you have been good with your Garrison resources, then you'll be able to buy loads of 20% XP potions. So that will, again, help you out with your alts. And then the final tip is one that's probably a bit more pertinent to those of you who care about money and professions, but try to level characters up to level, I believe it's 94, so you can get the mine. Now, once you get the mine, of course, that's nice, you can get ore, and then also try to get them up to level 96 so that you can get the herb garden. Getting up to level 96 really doesn't take that long. It can take like, what, 5-6 hours if you're really going hard at it, and maybe a bit shorter for using those XP potions, and, well, it just could be very useful. Here's the one thing that I think is actually going to be very powerful during this patch. If you've got a scribes building, and then you're just doing, the inscription work order thingies every single day using the herbs from your various garrisons, then you'll be able to make loads of Dark Moon cards, and that should turn into loads of trinkets, which should hopefully turn into loads of money, I assume anyway. So that's one thing to do. Really, the third tip here about getting those mining and herbalism buildings is definitely useful to less people, because honestly these resources are so abundant at this stage that it's getting to the stage where they're simply not worth a great deal. It's really about leveraging as many work orders as possible. It's kind of funny how the economy's changed. The raw material resource cost is not what contributes to the cost of an item. It's the fact that it takes X amount of days worth of work orders to make said item. so if you're leveraging that across multiple alts, it's going to be pretty useful. Anyway, this video is turning into a rambly mess. They are just the quick little things that I'm trying to implement on my own alts, so I just thought I'd pass it on to you guys. The good news is that tomorrow's video is a bit more of a structured thing that should be better. Apologies for today's being kind of bad, but hey, whatever, we'll have to make do with what we can get, right? Anyway, yeah, I'll be back soon. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if it helped, or if you've got any other tips if you've got alts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.